What if one of the biggest problems humanity faces right now isn't political, economic, or even technological? What if it's fragmentation? For most of human history, communities have shared the same stories, the same experiences, and largely the same reality. But today, most people wake up and plug into completely different streams of information. Different news outlets, different social media algorithms, different narratives. We all get different versions of the truth. It's almost as if humanity has split into countless timelines. Two people can live on the same street in the same town and inhabit completely different realities because they're consuming entirely different streams of information. They're experiencing different versions of the world. It's all connected to what is often called the singularity, a point where humanity either reunites through higher consciousness and technology, or becomes so fragmented that we lose our shared reality altogether. And this is where Cern comes in. I personally find it interesting that Cern began fully operating in 2008. Shortly after, in the same year, Barack Obama was elected president. And during his presidency on July 4th, 2012, Cern announced that they discovered the Higgs boson particle, also called the God particle. It's the one quantum particle that gives matter physical substance, basically gives your reality life. And just a few months after this God particle was found, Barack Obama signs the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act. Just the stroke of a pen, our news media completely changed after that. Propaganda became legal, completely shifting the dynamic of the country and the culture. In my opinion, the world didn't end in 2012. The singularity ended in 2012, putting us all on different timelines. But wait, there's more. There is 14 years in between July 4th, 2012 and our upcoming July 4th this year. In the Bible, the number 14 appears repeatedly during moments of transition and fulfillment. In the Gospel of Matthew, Jesus' genealogy is intentionally structured into 3 sets of 14 generations. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David to the exile to Babylon, 14 generations, and from the exile to the Christ, 14 generations. Matthew 1:17. Many biblical scholars see 14 as a number representing completion, covenant, and the closing of one era before the beginning of another. In one of my other videos, I talked about the theory that Scripture contains clues pointing toward the eventual revelation of Jesus and Mary Magdalene's bloodline. It's a layered prophecy laid out in the Bible that you'll miss if you're not paying attention. Whether you agree with that interpretation or not, it's interesting that later in 2012, the world was introduced to what became known as the Gospel of Jesus' Wife. September 2012, Hollis Professor of Divinity Karen L. King made international headlines when she revealed the existence of a fragmentary, apparently ancient text in which Jesus refers unequivocally to "my wife." The papyrus fragment appeared to contain the phrase, quote, "Jesus said to them, 'my wife,'" unquote, and then it cuts off. This discovery in 2012 triggered a huge debate among Christians about whether or not Jesus was married or had female disciples. In the same year, they discovered the God particle, but they also discover something that brings up conversation around religion itself. Singularity at its core is unity, and right now humanity appears more divided than ever. Last video I talked about how I believe that the book of Revelation in the Bible is about a revelation that humanity is about to receive, an unveiling of truth. So, 14 years later, after the discovery of the God particle, what are we about to discover now? Could the revelation include something about the bloodline as prophesied in the Bible? Could the unveiling of truth or the upcoming revelation be what brings humanity back into a singularity? Let me know what you think in the comments.